What is going on, my YouTube friends, my Patreon friends, my Chloe, my Hallie friends? Sirens? Is that what it is? Right? But Chloe just dropped this just the other day, so I'm going to release this early on Patreon so that the Chloe views and all the like chaos I'm sure that's amounting over there can happen. And then after like maybe a week or so, I'll drop it on YouTube. But so for my Patreon friends, I hope you enjoy. YouTube, when you're watching this, if this is your first time checking me out, I appreciate the thumbs up. I've also got the link for this in the description box, so if you haven't seen it yet, or if you have any takeaways from what I have to say, like if I'd appreciate you going and giving them another view because they totally deserve it, right? And like I don't want it to be out of balance, the whole reaction thing. So I would appreciate that on my own behalf. Let me pull this up. I do have it a little bit transparent on my side, and then so also for that reason, I'd appreciate if y'all went and watched the original on the original page. We do have a sponsor for today's video, and I will get to that at the end of the video. And let's go, man. Let's watch this. Cool.
I get it. I just wanna hear from him. Just a healing. Now when I hear his name, I get more triggered. My feelings. They really got hurt and now I'm bitter. Oh, I waste this time for nothing. I faked it for nothing. Can't talk to my friends.
It's gotta be a tough feeling, man. That is something that like I would like to say I empathize with, and I'm not gonna spend too much time with this, but like I just can't relate just based on this, right? But like trying for someone who doesn't appreciate you back, man, I could like I feel for that. In the light that she's talking about it. That's what I want to say I can empathize with, but I just want to be light with that. I don't want to assume that I've felt something that I haven't. So anyway.
Cause I hate you do. Oh, I waste this time for nothing. I faked it for nothing. Can't talk to my friends. Cause I hate you do. And if the option's mindless, don't make me chew it. God knows my heart, I'm wildin', so close to doing something. Maybe I should go and take it to church and wash it away, cause I wanna hear where it hurts.
And they're in this beautiful church. Okay. Interesting.
And wash it away, cause I wanna hear where it hurts. But I'ma just pray it away before I give him what he deserves first.
You know, I just listened to an Ariana Grande song, and I was talking about her approach to vocals and layering and everything like that. And man, like Chloe is no joke either. Chloe's no joke. Like that whole section was really neat, man. How like the harmonies were with the vocal, and then it was like almost an ad-libby thing, and they kind of like played off of each other. Very clever, man. Like my brain would just never put that together. You know what I mean? Like I would never think of that. Maybe not. I don't want to say never, but like my first response wouldn't be that. And I just want to take a second and appreciate it. Great layering, man. Great layering.
I'm not tripping, I know he disloyal. Should've let him leave on me, not really low. Cause when things go bad, that's when I get crazy. And when I get angry, the gun is off safety. No, I'm not perfect, I'm no Virgin Mary. I feel what I feel, so my actions may vary. That's on my soul, I lost my halo is gone. I'm on the road, yeah. God knows my heart, I'm wildin', so close to doing something. Maybe I should go and take it to church.
And you know what, man? Like, I believe her. Let's take the direct reference of church. This choir, this whole section here, sounds like something that would come out of a gospel song. And you can't fake that. You can't fake how real that sounds, right? I hope I'm not by myself on that, man. I just think, and I'm sure she's got lots of like gospel roots, or she's taking the time to at least learn from the greats and stuff, right? But like that, I thought that whole section was a great build. Great, like second extension of the roller coaster, right?
Maybe I should go and take it to church. Oh, wait, cause I wanna hear where it hurts. But I'ma just pray it away before I give him what he deserves first. I get it. I just want to hear from you. Lord knows I'm trying
listen to all
to
this.
every night, but I can't help that I mess up in my head. Trying to be safe, but you gonna need saving.
Come on, man. Come on, man. When it comes to vocal layers and writing, that was stunning. That was stunning. And I think, okay, so for my tech nerds, my recording nerds, musicians out there, I think they're doing a couple things that are really clever. And I think this is a Mutt Lang thing. I think I learned this from Bobby Huff. If y'all want to check out a great recording channel, I'm also a Canadian, where you have like a keyboard, like where it's almost whistle sounds, not like whistle register, but like whistly sounds or like fluty sounds or kind of synthy, stringy kind of sounds. And you have them playing the same thing as what the voices are singing. And it just adds like a brilliance to the vocal, right? And I think they're mixing parts of that in the higher registers. And it just makes these vocals just hit. It makes them sound really tall. And that's like a part of the vocal scape too. You know, a lot of people talk about left and right, but you have this like this way too. And I think they're capturing that really, really, really well. And my personal, like to my ear, what I think they're doing is like there's a ton of voices, there's a ton of singers, and then they have layers of synths or strings or keys and stuff behind it, playing the same things, like maybe just 2-3 notes at a time, just to emphasize those, just make those really, really land, right? And I dig it, man. I dig it. I dig this whole video too. Like I'm gonna save a lot of my thoughts for that, but it reminds me of churches I went to in Guatemala, man. It's so cool.
Credit again, credit again. So I take it to church. So I take it to church. Take it to church. So I take it to church. Take it to church. Oh, oh, oh. Take it to church. Take it to church.
Is there a hairstyle she can't pull off? Fantastic, man. I dug it. First off, man, I want to say Chloe looking like she's looking jacked. She's looking like fit, no? She killed all that dancing, man. That was some of the like for like my taste again. And I'm not much into the choreo. Like I just started getting into it and the dancing and stuff. I just started appreciating it when I got into it through YouTube. But this could have been one of my favorites, man. I thought that was really cool. It's like the action. She looked like she was so locked in. And like I say, man, she'd be looking like she'd been eating her Wheaties or something. I like it. I like it. The vibe of the song I dug. The production and approach I dug. It sounded very modern, but it wasn't overdone, in my opinion, to my taste. I thought it was really cool, man. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really clever. The churches were beautiful, and I like the symmetry of like maybe I'll take them to church kind of thing. Cleanse myself of this before I do what I'm actually gonna do. And all the candles, just like how dramatic and how tall all these churches are, man. It just took me back to Guatemala, going around and checking out all the churches there. We sat in on a couple services. They were in Spanish and I couldn't understand them, but they were just moving and seeing, just I don't know, man, it's just so pleasing from an artistic standpoint, at least to my eyes. But my friends, Patreon, I hope you all enjoy and like this on YouTube. We'll see you in about a week, but I hope you all enjoyed this as well. And we're going to take a quick moment to talk about the sponsor of this video. This video is brought to you by DIYOJ Custom Jerseys and Hoodies. You can check them out in the link in my description box. They make custom, printed on demand, the way that you want it, the size that you want, the colors that you want, the number you want. You can get the BEL team, you can get whatever team you want. Check them out. They got hoodies, they got all kinds of colors. That's what I was most excited about. For those of y'all that have been following my story for a long time, I have played all kinds of sports growing up, and I've worn so many jerseys. I don't even know where to begin with them. And there's a couple things that I look for that I was really excited about. One of them is how the actual jersey fits and how it actually is shaped. I like how this one sits. It's comfy. I can wear a shirt underneath it. I don't have to wear a shirt underneath it. It's not itchy. It doesn't scratch. It doesn't bother me or anything. Another one is the actual labeling has stitching on it as well. So I used to have issues where any of the print on or any of the tag on stuff, my name, my numbers would peel after getting washed so many times, and I don't think that's gonna happen in this one. I love the colors, the rich, vibrant colors. It's been fantastic. My friends, check them out at DIYOJ.com, and you can get a 10% discount by using the discount code in the description box. My friends, let's get back to the video.